Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another very special How to Sell episode of the Cruise Corner podcast. And I'm delighted to say that joining us, co-founder of Unforgettable Croatia, Graham Carter. Graham, welcome.
Thank you so much, Jack. Really good to be here.
As you may know, we like to start this episode off with something a little bit fun, just to kind of introduce you and what you guys do to our listeners who may be unfamiliar. So, Graham, I'm going to ask you for a 30-second elevator pitch, and I'm going to time it to give me basically the opportunity to tell the travel agents listening to this everything they need to know about Unforgettable Croatia. Are you ready?
I've actually listened to a few of these podcasts, so I know my marketing team will be very upset if I don't do this properly. So I'm actually going to read what I've written.
That's fair enough. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, over to you.
Unforgettable Croatia gives you the full mega yacht experience without the price tag. You're spending 7 nights on a 170-foot luxury yacht, waking up in secluded crystal clear bays where you can swim or jet ski right off the back of the boat. The days are a mixture of island hopping and immersive experiences, and every evening you're docked right in the heart of historic Old Town, heading out to incredible restaurants and having dinner with people who start off as strangers and become lifelong friends. It's luxury, adventure, and connection, all in one unforgettable week.
Well done. On the money. Even our producer Shelby was impressed.
I could see you going.
Brilliant. Well, that was a very kind of nicely succinct summary of everything you guys do. I mean, it's boutique, small ship cruising all around Croatia, calling it at these secluded coves and amazing UNESCO protected cities. So with that, with the scene now perfectly laid out for us, I want you to give us sort of 3 either unique selling points or 3 really key things that you want travel agents to know in order to help them boost their sales. So I'm going to ask you for your first one.
Firstly, this appeals to clients who want a more unique type of experience where they are looking to go and visit places that are a bit more off the beaten track, where they may be clients who are into responsible travel, and they want to go and visit places where they're not going to have lots of crowds and just feel immersed in places they're visiting. So I think that's probably first and foremost where it would be. The second thing with our cruises, they offer incredible value. And I don't mean value in terms of they are incredibly cheap. It's what we offer on board. So you've got premium excursions, which are included on a daily basis. You've got free Wi-Fi. You've got free drinks and meals. You've got access to all the water sports on board. You've got incredible meals and things. And if you look at what that offers overall, if you're on a normal holiday, if you're on a big ship cruise, you'd be paying extra for these things. Whereas with us, it's more of an inclusive type trip where the clients are having all these experiences included within the price. And I think that's what also blows them away, is just the ability to not feel like they're getting penny pinched and charged at every single opportunity.
And your third one, as we're on a roll?
I think the last one is just, it appeals to a really big subset of people. So you've got multi-generational families who love these sort of trips. You've got solo travelers who make new friends on board. You've got couples who come on board and also make friends. And then you've also got the LGBTQ community who can come on board and feel like you're in a smaller, more boutique environment where everybody gets to know each other. So they start the trip as complete strangers and they get to the end of the trip and it feels like they've made lifelong friendships. So what we'd love to see is we'll have travel advisors come back to us to say, these clients are looking to do your cruise to the north now because they've already done the south. And they've also got friends they met on their first cruise who want to come with them. So it's a trip that over-delivers very much from the sense of the yacht that they're on, their food, the service experience, but then also because of the fact that they actually get to make lifelong connections. And these are people who they keep in touch with. So it's a really strong product.
I wanted to circle back to the value point there, which was the second one you mentioned. I think that's really important right now because I think people maybe assume that, okay, the yacht-style cruising is something that's maybe out my price range, but it doesn't sound like that's the case. So what would you, to travel agents, be telling their clients who might be a little bit concerned about maybe the price point or their perception of what the price should be?
I think where particularly for us with Unforgettable Croatia, most of our yachts are built between 2 to 4 years ago. So they are incredibly new. If you were to charter them individually, you'd be looking at spending upwards of about 120,000. But for clients to come on board and spend £3,000 per person for a week, And that includes your meals, drinks on board, all your excursions included.
That's incredibly affordable for what you're getting.
It is. And I think that's where, as a product, it offers you a lot, because you're also getting to see a beautiful country. You're getting to go directly into the small ports, and actually we dock overnight in the small ports, so clients can just get straight off the vessel, walk into the old towns. They can have dinner in the evening, so it feels a bit more like traditional holiday, where you're not having to have all your meals on board. You've got some meals on board, so you've got breakfast and lunch on board daily, but then in the evenings you can go and dine al fresco and watch the sunset, and it feels a bit more like if it was more of a boutique type holiday. So I think overall, one of the things I find a lot of clients don't enjoy doing is where you book a holiday and then suddenly you've got all these additional costs that you haven't factored in. So suddenly you've hit with having to pay extra for excursions, and suddenly the Wi-Fi cost comes in and everything else. Whereas with us, pretty much everything's included. We do the private transfers in luxury Mercedes vehicles from the airports. We can assist advisors with the pre and post stays. So if clients want to experience a bit more in the destination, we can help them with that and just put that all into one trip, which is out of protected. So I think what we offer is that end-to-end service for clients who really want to do that sort of thing.
What I think I like about you, what you guys do, is the fact that you have an opportunity, you give guests the opportunities to dine on shore in the evening. Yeah. So to really soak up the nighttime culture of the places that you visit. I mean, that feels quite special for cruising, which most ships tend to leave port around 5, 6, maybe 7 p.m. So you're kind of missing out on that, the whole evening element of these incredible places. But that's not the case with Unforgettable Croatia.
No, because we're different to cruising. If you think about normal cruise ships, you're on board in the evenings, you're dining at different restaurants, you're probably going to do the evening entertainment and things. With us, it's more like yachting. It is in the sense that during the day, you are swimming and using water sports in beautiful secluded bays. You're getting to the destinations in the afternoon, and you're going to do things like wine tasting and oyster harvesting and visiting beautiful waterfalls. And in the evenings, you're free to go and explore and really enjoy the evening, sampling different restaurants. And I think that's what our clients enjoy. They enjoy the freedom to be able to not feel like they are on a pre-scheduled group tour where everything has to be between certain times and they have to be back on board by 5 o'clock or the vessel's going to leave. Our vessels don't leave until the following morning. So the benefit is if you've got clients who want to go out and have dinner and have drinks and bars and things, there's not that need to come back to the ship and get back before it departs. So, and I think they really appreciate that. It's just that flexibility where it feels more like they are sailing on their own luxury yacht for the week. And they get to the end. And I think that's where the value piece comes in, because they send their friends and family the pictures of the yacht that they're on. And when you look at our yachts, you do feel like you're on a super yacht for a week. And I think that also just drives home the value piece of it, just what you're getting for that price.
How does it work with ship visits for small ship operators? Because presumably the opportunities to get agents on board are fewer than on obviously like the larger ships. So.
Yeah, we do fan trips. We do fan trips actually in the summer. We're quite different to maybe how other companies work. We want to have travel agents actually visit and come do the cruise. We do the full 7-night fan trips. And the reason we do it in summer months is just because we want them to experience exactly what their clients are experiencing. So our fan trips are often the travel agent and their partner who come on board, and then they actually enjoy the entire week with their partner like the clients do. We do it in summer because undoubtedly the weather is amazing. You get to swim off the ship, the sea is warm, and they come away from it going, okay, now I know exactly what it's like for my clients. Whereas I know other companies might do it in the off-season, shoulder season, where it's undoubtedly a lot cooler or colder, and you're trying to get the travel agent to imagine what this is like during summer. And sometimes it's not as easy to imagine. So we try to give them the full experience, and actually they come away from it, and the enjoyment that they get from their trip, they can then pass on that enthusiasm to their clients. And clients really can see it. Like they can see if a travel advisor has gone and done a trip and really loved it, because it shows in the passion and the way they try and promote it.
And do you offer any incentives to agents in order to put you guys in front of their clients?
We do. So we pay very good commissions. We also do commission uplifts during certain periods. The thing that we over deliver on is that we've got beautiful paperwork that we provide. Obviously a very elevated service. So the travel agents know their clients are going to be really well looked after in destination. We've got a sizable office in Croatia, so we've got a team on the ground when the clients arrive. So when they get picked up in the airport and dropped off at the port, our team is there ready to greet them. And I think we've just provided that very elevated style of cruising where you may not be paying Ritz-Carlton or Four Seasons level of prices, but I can tell you that for your clients, it feels like that because that's the sort of level that we're not charging those prices. We're making the clients feel like this is their mega yacht experience for them. And I think it's important because we want travel advisors to come back to us raving about how well their clients have loved the experience and for them to refer us to other clients. And I think that it's that client feedback that drives more business for us. It keeps our ships full and it makes the travel agents look like rock stars to their clients, which is what's important to us.
Amazing. So I guess to summarize, there's a great value offering in terms of all you're getting for, well, like you said, around £3,000 per person on board.
Yeah.
There's amazing opportunities to kind of really kind of connect with other like-minded travelers, or if you're just sailing on a small sort of boutique intimate ship. If there was one other thing, one other point just to kind of end this conversation, what would that be?
Sustainability. We go one step further. A lot of the meals and the produce that we have on board our ships, we source from the islands that we're visiting. So I think that's important. We don't, our footprint's quite small in that regard. And the clients love the fact that they are actually eating produce from the different islands that we visit. We, like a lot of companies, we don't have any plastics on board, so that we stopped that many, many years ago. But I think our footprint is a lot smaller. And the fact that when we do experiences with our clients, they are going to visit local communities, they're going to visit local families and things where actually everything they do as part of the trip feels like it's more responsible. So I think when you frame everything with the value, with the fact that you're on a luxury yacht, with the fact the service levels, and then you can say that actually I'm also doing things which are making a positive impact to the islands that we're visiting, I think that's a really good way of going, yeah, this is why it's been such a great trip.
And finally, where can travel agents go to get more information around ship visits or family trips?
We have a dedicated partnerships team. So we've got, visit our website, unforgettablecroatia.co.uk. You can register and our partnerships team will reach out to you. We have an office in London, so more than happy to obviously come out and visit any of the offices to find out more information about us. And then we also more than happy to organize ship visits or fam trips or staff who really want to get a better understanding of it. And I think lastly, we're also very good at putting together white label brochures and also being able to provide images and videos, because I think that for a lot of clients these days, they're very visual. They like to see and get a more feel. So we've got videos of what a day by day of our trip looks like, which can make them even more excited about doing the trip.
Brilliant. Graham, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for your time. Great job.
Thanks so much. Cheers, Joe.